Hello, Speedgaming, and welcome to another match in the SGL 2023 Aria of Sorrow Randomizer Tournament. I am joined tonight by Garney, Texas. Hello, Garney.
Hey, Mallard. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I was kind of excited to see that you were doing comms as well.
Yeah, it's always fun to be here. Today we're watching a match first two in a set of three potentially between Lunix and Cherubim. Anything you want to say about these players? I know Lunix is really has a reputation that precedes him in this community. Do we know anything about Cherubim, Garney?
Yeah, he's actually a good pal of mine. We're RuneScape buddies, believe it or not. And he and I have been practicing this. He was interested, and I was like, you know what? If you're interested in Rando, I'll enter it too. I'll enter the tournament.
Nice. Very wholesome.
Yeah, I've been training him. I've been trying to get him ready. He saw that he had Lunix. I'm like, you got this. You got this. We've been doing this for about a month, and I think, it could go either way.
Awesome. Well, I'm hoping we see some really awesome gameplay tonight then from both runners then. You've hyped them up quite a bit.
Oh, that's just kind of my deal, man. I think the best of everyone most of the time. No, I like that we're starting with Magician.
Yeah,
I like this preset a lot.
It's a lot of fun, definitely.
It's very dynamic compared to the other presets too.
Totally. It's also based on Circle the Moon, so it's got that added
bonus
as well, yeah.
Oh yeah, we love that. Any guesses on their starting weapon?
Well, there's whatever their starting gear is going to be their only gear, basically. So, hopefully something at least like mid-tier okay. It looks like we're about to begin, and here we go.
There we are.
Starting shop. What do we have? I saw Allura Une, which goes very well with the Chaos Ring, but it doesn't look like anyone purchased that.
Oh, and Whipnuncle is our starting weapon, which you'd want something better than that, I think.
Mm-hmm. So with Magician mode, just so everyone knows, there are no books in this preset. The runners will be, their objective is to defeat all the bosses and then head to Graham. Every placed item is a soul canister, and they start with a Chaos Ring. That is basically the gist of this. So we're going to be seeing a lot of varied soul use and hopefully some pretty high tier combat. And of course they get Panther in the first few checks of Castle Corridor.
Yeah, and the Chaos Ring infinitely restores MP. Even if you're cursed or like in the Chaos fight, if it were to drain, it won't drain basically. And so that's why this is Magician. You can just continuously spam your spells. Red Souls are very strong here. There's so many good ones, and then there are also some good blue ones that can really just carry boss fights and things. Now, I actually don't know this. I don't know why I never asked, but are Manticore and Creaking Skull required bosses too?
I believe they are, yes.
I just assumed they were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Running through the corridor, it's usually just kind of getting a mental roadmap of like what entrances are here, whether you have double jump now or you'll have to find it in one of the areas. The first areas you get into, like chapel or study. That's kind of going to decide where your run is going to go from the beginning.
Absolutely. Whoa, early hippo. Okay.
Please give him double jump as well.
Yeah.
So I was watching... Sorry, go ahead.
That's something as well to note about Magician, is that progression often takes quite a while in this seed. For how busted the starting gear can be with that Chaos Ring, these seeds do actually usually take quite a while to complete. usually
Yeah.
between like 45 minutes and an hour-ish at nice speed. Slide as well. I'm assuming Cherubim got slide.
He hasn't gone to the side yet. He's not
Okay.
going.
We'll
He
see
did
that
the
literally
check
right now.
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching, so Cherubim, and by the way, if I call him Brian on accident, that's his first name, and we're just pals, so that it might happen. Anyways, Cherubim, I was watching his practice seed, and it was like this too. He got Hippogriff and didn't get Malphus until the very end.
Oh boy.
And it was a very fast seed, so maybe that's a good omen.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. There's the entrance to Eastern Reservoir for Lunix.
Oh, he's playing.
There's Malphus,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, he's going further in too.
Yeah. Red, Were Jaguar, not bad. Very spammable with Chaos Ring. Blue. Okay, that's another nice one. We're seeing a lot of souls that are really good with Chaos Ring. There's
Ooh.
the... Okay, so Lunix picks up Lightning Dull. That is easily one of the two best red souls in the game in normal play. Obviously, Red Minotaur is another really good one in the Chaos Ring. Nightmare being the other top tier. That's just a moderately good average. Doesn't need a Chaos Ring to be viable. Soul. Cherubim found top floor as well. We saw that very briefly. Decided not to go up there, which I think is a pretty good play when you're only 4.5 minutes into a seed, not to go to top floor immediately.
Yeah, level 2 top floor is always pretty scary. No matter how skilled you are at this game, if you've done 1 or you've done 100 randomizers, it's a challenge.
Definitely.
Lunix is making his way all the way back. He wants to go to one of these earlier parts in the corridor.
Well, Cherubim picked up Chronomage, which is one of the two forms
Ooh.
of time stop we can use. Also Valkyrie for Lunix, which is a nice holy element. Red Soul as well.
Yeah, so not only is this a specific, like, the Magician Rando has, like, very specific, like, what's it called, requirements to finish the game. There's also the Stat Rando, which can change the monster stats or, like, give them weaknesses and resistances. So even though, like, Lunix got Lightning Doll earlier, that's a Lightning Elemental, so if one of the bosses resists Lightning, he may want to switch to Valkyrie instead, because it's holy.
Yes. Cherubim finding Underground Cemetery. Decides not to explore it just yet. Lunix finding Flying Armor, which is kind of redundant, honestly, but there it is.
Let's see.
Creaking Skull, there we go. That's a really nice one with Chaos Ring. Just that big bone arm to whack your enemies about. Very good for Chaos if you're wanting to keep orbs at range.
Yeah, we love Creaking Skull in this family. It's made a comeback, like, especially in the actual no 0 HP routing too. Oh, Red Minotaur! That's the GG.
Yo.
No boss will be a problem. Period.
Yep.
Red Minotaur.
Does Lunix have enough MP maximum to use it, though, is the question.
Probably not yet.
Yeah. Also, duplicate backdash for Lunix, so he also has that now. It's funny, I said, yeah, progression usually takes a while, and then we proceed to get, like, half of all progression in the first, like, less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, seriously. Mostly all we need is School. Undyne and a Rush Soul could be required, but that's pretty unlikely with these kinds of seeds.
Yeah. Lunix is in the Balor fight, which could be a bit scary. Rolls weak to water, and resist, I think that was resist poison. Lightning Doll absolutely making this not a problem whatsoever. Probably looking at like 200 DPS there.
Oh my gosh.
That
Yo,
84
Castle
spam.
Map drop?
best item. It's game-winning item, perhaps, even. Balor drops Allura Une, so he doesn't have to go buy that, and now he has infinite healing. And he finds Slime behind Balor, which is top tier for Chaos. What is this seed? This is a zip
Stacks,
seed.
man. Unfortunately, Cherub hasn't found any, like, exceptional red soul. Well, okay. See, I just had to speak it into existence.
There's
The
Nightmare,
Commentator's
that's
Curse is live. Nightmare's
Yeah.
very good as well. It's among the best, one of the best red souls too.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a very large hitbox, so it's like it's one of the better souls to use while jumping through rooms and just kind of clearing the area. I did a mage rando. One of my first mage randos I did. I actually got red Minotaur soul from a Ghost Dancer drop, and I was chuckling.
Wow. And that's normally a pretty low percentage on that grind, normally, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Cherub's doing his Galmoth.
Chrono Mage, yeah.
Chrono Mage, yeah. He doesn't want anything moving.
There's Giant Bat. Nice.
I forgot they already had
slime,
flight. I was getting
so
excited.
That is redundant, but it's more progression.
It can be helpful when navigating some of these places, like the tighter places in the Chaos area.
Yeah, we saw some. I was commentating a Magician preset the other day, and we saw some excellent Giant Bat usage in Chaotic.
You said that was for the Backdash seed?
That was for a Magician seed, yes.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that was Halgrim who was doing it. I can't remember for sure, everything just blurs together, honestly. I apologize. Cherubim checking. Oh, Lunix finding Floating Garden as Cherubim finds the arena.
Very interesting.
Very purple-looking arena.
Yeah, some of these colors in the palette swap are very striking.
Mm-hmm. Cherubim getting a lot of levels off those beam skeletons, which is pretty good. It's probably not very easy, not got a whole lot of resistance and tankiness to them. Those gargoyles are doing quite a bit of damage to him there.
Ooh, will this be Skula? It is! So Lunix picks up Skula, which means he's practically in go mode. He just has to find the areas with the bosses.
Yeah, in terms of equipment, he's all set.
Mm-hmm.
Cherubim going back to the shop.
Uncure is a good sword. It's a multi-hitting katana, so he may choose. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and buy that now.
Nice. Lunix going through the Skula section of Block Terror. I don't know when Lunix found Succubus, but that's also really good for him. Gives him very nice, easy healing at all times.
Yeah, trade-off with the Magician Rando is that there aren't any equipment or other items spread throughout the castle, meaning the only healing you might get are from monster drops or for something incredibly cheap within the shops. So routing becomes a little bit different. Running through the castle, you probably tap some more save points, or, you know, at the end in the chaos fight, you may want to consider other healing souls in order to maintain, beat the bosses.
Yeah. Lunix, feeling very confident in himself, decides to skip that red canister, which we saw an algorithm doing that in his Magician race the other day. And the instant he started doing that, he skipped about 4 souls that have been absolutely S tier with Chaos Ring. So it is definitely a risk. It's a save time on checking them, but then who knows what you might have gotten.
Yeah, In my last race I did yesterday, I missed out on Red Minotaur for that same reason.
Also, that Valkyrie doing excellent work against Legion here for Lunix.
It's
300
so
plus
strong.
damage to the core. That's great. It's got such good range, too.
Yeah, it hits all 4 parts as well as the core. It's just exceptional.
Cherubim finding Final Guard in the arena, which, I mean, has like one use, and that use is probably honestly greater in Magician because you can use it indefinitely. You can use it if you absorb some orbs during Chaos 2. You can then negate their damage to you by putting up that shield. Who knows if we'll see Rando. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, just discussing about equipment not being a very prevalent thing in Magician Rando. That definitely makes the hardest part of this game almost always becomes Chaos 1 when you don't have access to any of your souls. It's quite scary sometimes to try and get through that alive.
Oh, Cherub made it out of there with the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, lubricants were giving him a fun time there.
Yeah, not all monsters are treated equally when it comes to the Chrono Mage soul, but it does work exceptionally well in this room, the worst room in the game. The Medusa heads won't spawn until it's finished.
Lunix finding Chapel, he's already been here. Decides to immediately just go back where he was. It also freezes the airnesses as well, which is honestly quite impressive given those enemies are found on top floor. You'd expect them to be a bit more resistant to that.
Lunix going for a swim down Clock Tower. There's a split path here. On the left are 2 item checks, but considering that Lunix pretty much has everything he probably needs, he's just going to go to the right, which has a warp and then also a left side entrance.
Cherubim finding slime as well, which is very nice for Chaos.
Yeah, so there will also be duplicate souls, potentially duplicate souls, for any of the 3 red, blue, and yellows. So just because, like, Lunix found slime, I don't remember where, but found it someplace different.
It was behind Balor, wherever Balor was, I can't remember. Cherubim tried to damage tank the giant skeleton in Arena, and that giant skeleton proceeded to do more than half of the HP he had at that moment. Oh no!
We see a death.
Hopefully
At least the save point's not too far.
Cherubim did save in Arena, which is good. Slightly worried how much time is about to lose there. Lunix heading up through this one section of Castle Corridor to do this top door here. And goes into the cemetery entrance part of Reservoir. Finds Medusa Head, which, again, another soul that can be quite useful for some bosses, including Chaos. Just allows you to suspend yourself in the air. Cherubim finding duplicate Skula behind the giant skeleton in Arena.
That's good, he'll be able to go pretty much everywhere he wants now as well.
Does he still really not have Malthus?
No.
Oh boy.
There's been a big divergence.
So he's set on equipment as well, and then I realized, oh wait, no.
Yeah, so in this randomizer, nearly every one of the of the upgrades, like the double jump or Malthus that we're referring to, there's only one placed throughout the castle, one of those canisters. But Skula and Gravekeeper, Dash Souls, there will be a duplicate of both of those. This kind of helps to prevent seeds from getting too samey and also just funneling players down the exact same path.
Yeah, and we've seen the dupes of both of those in this scene already.
Yes, yeah. Cherub is doing a really interesting strat where he's farming the Red Minotaur with the Killer Mantle, which one-hit KOs it. Yes. The Red Minotaur is given an exceptional amount of XP.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently Chad is telling us that Skeleton dropped itself, and we're like, is this even randomized?
Is the world deceiving it? His algorithm, wasn't it? Let's see, what's the head count on Lunix's bosses? I don't think we've seen Headhunter or Death yet.
We have not.
No
We haven't seen Great
giant.
Armor.
Great armor. Okay.
I know Cherubim's fought Giant Golem. I'm not sure about Lunix on that count.
Gotcha. Now Lunix is going through more of the corridor that we saw on Cherub's side earlier. You'll find the cemetery at least. One boss will be there.
Yep.
The cemetery and the arena are really it can be kind of annoying in some of these seeds because there's only one entrance to them. And the reason I bring that up is because in this randomizer, the entrances are also randomized.
Yes. Finds top floors. Well, he may decide to go up here just to tap the warp. Oh, maybe not. Okay. He finds inner quarters.
Wow, he's only now getting to it? Man, yeah, really divergent paths here.
Definitely.
Valkyries resist lightning, that's funny. Anything that resists lightning is always just really amusing. It's like you expect it to just get fried, and it lives.
Yeah. Found cemetery.
Who will we find here?
There's Red Minotaur for Cherubim.
I'm sure he's happy to see that.
Immediately equips it, yep. And it is Headhunter.
Oh, he doesn't have enough MP to use it though. Yeah, all that farming and he's still a little behind on it.
So Headhunter will give Lunix some more items to shop for in this preset, which is definitely something you want to go and check out, given how few items you'll get otherwise. Find that the two shop bosses are basically going to be the last bosses that people fight here. Headhunter cleared out for Lunix, made very easy work of Red Minnow.
Yeah, all of the bosses are just going to fall apart with Red Minotaur. I like the creaking skull on Cherub's side. He's using his katana instead of trying to use Nightmare. Although I wasn't paying attention to the resistances. Okay, here we go.
Just understanding the cycle of the hands and knowing when to move and when to crouch and all that. Lunix fighting Giant Golem, doing exceptional damage with that lightning doll.
Yeah. Yeah, Balor can get... His hands start by moving at the same time. Oh, and he takes a death right at the end there. But if you manipulate the camera in some ways, the hands will desync. And it just becomes very hard to dodge them when they do their attacks.
Yeah. Lunix heading into the arena. Lunix must have Iron Golem on from the way he's moving.
I think it's Zombie Officer.
Oh, that'll also do it, yeah. I do notice there's a little bit of knockback, but then he immediately recovers, so... It's like, that isn't as smooth as Iron Golem, but there's definitely something going on there, and there is Great Armor.
Okay, Barracks just dropped some hot info. Let me read it out word for word.
Let's go.
Whenever Balor punches inwards, each hand has a chance of going high or low. If one hand goes high and the other goes low, you can think of that hand as getting desynced from the other by one cycle. The more times that hand goes high without the other, the more desync they become. This can be remedied by the opposite hand going high without the other, reducing the gap by one cycle each. And Balor's already dead.
And slime.
A lot of help that was.
Yeah. is useful trivia knowledge. Shoutouts to
Yeah.
Chewy who wrote that. Yeah.
I could not have said that in such a eloquent way. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Chewie's a legend. He's a world record holder, I believe, for the no 0 HP right now.
Unless things have changed without me knowing, yes.
He did kind of get a legendary run.
Lunix exploring top floor as we speak.
Does this mean he has all the bosses?
That would be. Wait, I haven't seen Death though, so he's just. I
Oh,
think
that's
he's just
right.
tapping the ward. He's gonna check the locked exit. We haven't seen that from the other side, so.
Right.
That could
The
go
Wrecking Ball.
somewhere we
Ooh,
want to be.
okay. That Succubus almost got some love. If you ever find yourself in the loving arms of a Succubus and you're about to die, you can pause and sleep out of it really quickly. Which, you know, take that as you will.
Sure, but finding the clock tower for the first time. And it ends up in the
Wait.
area.
Cherub doesn't have double jump. This clock tower movement is going to be hard.
Oh no.
There are lots of spikes on the ceilings.
Yes. Now, Lunix ends up back into Reservoir after going through Forbidden. Where could we have to go from here? I'm trying to think of which areas we haven't checked. It's Museum Dance Hall. It's
We haven't seen Study
boss.
yet.
It's Study boss, so it's just finding the entrance to Study, because there's two ways into Study. Yes, Chad is
And
telling
they're
us
both
it's
right
Study.
side entrances.
Yeah.
So there's one... Have we seen... There's one reservoir right side entrance. I don't know if we've seen it yet.
I don't think we've seen the western exit that would connect to Corridor 1 or Castle 1 or whatever the notation is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be School of Corridors. Barracks is posting
Yeah,
in chat.
literally what I'm just saying. Or yeah, no, it could be School of Corridors, of course. Yeah, that's another option. It could be both, honestly.
Could be.
Lunix might go check that right now, in fact, after he does this shot.
Yo, that's some cheap ramen!
That is End Death Scythe? Okay.
Okay, I wonder which one is Rare Ring My Beloved. Wait, he didn't buy a weapon. Well, he hasn't killed Death yet, so he may come back. But that ramen, I think that's a lock. Like, he won't have to fear the end game.
German finding Floating Garden. Now Lunix going to School of Corridors. And there's
Here we are.
Study.
Easy game.
Yep.
Xanth is commenting, that's some gas station ramen at such a low price. Sometimes it is the spot, all the same.
True. Honestly, maybe I just don't pay attention enough, but honestly I haven't seen such consistent zombie officer usage in a rando before. This is actually really impressive work.
No kidding. Oh, Cherub's in Study as well.
Oh, there we go. Neck and neck, perhaps. Death Phase 1 already down for Lunix.
Eric says that he thinks Lunix is mashing the jump button constantly.
We don't have an input display, so I don't know. Lunix takes down Death. Gets Nightmare from Death. Okay.
And that's his first time seeing it, too.
Nice. They're both evened out at half Lunix choosing to go through the other exit. Oh, and Cherubim finds Balor. Gurney, have you taught Cherubim how to fight Julius with Balor?
No, it's not part of it. It wasn't part of my crash course yet.
Darn. Because the algorithm showed us that in his Magician Rando the other day, and yeah, it's a very fun strategy to use. The iframes and travel distance are just perfect for it. Anyway, Lunix heading up through top floor to reach the save room, and then Graham beyond. He's going to do some of the item checks or soul checks first, or maybe no, he's just skipping the climb. Smart.
What? He's so fast.
Except Death Soul. He's not even going to save. He's just going to go right into Graham.
Alright,
Okay.
brave. And who knows where his last save was?
And Graham is weak to fire and resists sword and electric, so I guess we're seeing Nightmare. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, good thing he just found that.
153 damage.
Yeah, that's more than the Red Minotaur by itself.
And Red Minotaur is pretty awkward to use in this room because of the spacing you need on it. Wow, that's already phase 2 down.
I'm just not, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna
Here
say
we
anything
go.
about this fight, because it's gonna be over before we know
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Doesn't even check the souls on the left. That's
Yeah.
alright. And finally, the age-old question, where was the gardens? Both players have seen the gardens, but I don't remember where they were, honestly.
Darks is saying it's vanilla. So, yeah, that's where Lunix is going. Not even going back to get that death site, he's just going right there.
Oh yeah, he didn't check the shop again. So he's gonna be doing the Chaos 1 fight with Whip Knuckle. Alright.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, there are worse weapons to do the fight with, that's for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, you can definitely get consistent at avoiding Chaos 1's attacks. It's just how long do you want to have to be in that phase of the fight for? So
Yeah, honestly.
Lunix going Red Minotaur for Julius here. Resistant to dark for Julius, so really Lunix could use anything here and be fine.
So in order to get the most out of Red Minotaur, you'll want to have your back facing your target. It'll get a swing on its pullback when it first starts, and then you'll get another hit when it spins around the room.
Now Lunix already on to phase 2. Dang, it takes one hit in the whole fight. Very nice. Into the chaotic realm. Are we gonna do any checks? No, I don't think we are.
Can you blame him?
No, I can't.
The Chaotic Realm, oh, nice jump. Got some, like, there's reused rooms from other parts of the castle. And the movement is very nice once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, like this fall right here is always so satisfying to see.
Mm-hmm.
Lunix gonna have to switch to Skula for this last bit of this room because this is the one part of chaotic that requires it. Cherubim tapped the warp in top floor. I think he's gonna go try and find if he's missing any bosses, or is he just checking? No, I think.
I don't think he's found death yet. Or no, he went to study, I'm
He
silly.
went to study.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's missing yet. Oh, did he ever go back to secondary? He found that really early
I
on.
don't think he did. Lunix enters Chaos 1. Did he save before Chaos 1?
Doesn't look
No.
like it. 236 health. Lunix is playing it. He's got a ramen, I forgot.
I mean, still,
Never
he's got
mind.
whip knuckle.
395. I mean, that's better than a lot of chaos fights I've had to do.
Fair enough.
Chaos fight blocks away your usage of the souls behind those statues that have the red, blue, and yellow orbs. When you defeat the statue, you regain control of that soul. So if the red statue falls first, then he could start using red minotaur right away.
Yep. It's true.
The attacks from each of the statues are mostly random. The blue one can't do an attack from the... Oh gosh, let me get my numbers straight here. From like the 7 o'clock to the 4 o'clock position at the bottom of the room. But it doesn't matter because it's done.
That checks out. Okay, so we're on to Chaos 2, which is not really a problem.
Yeah,
these
this
eyes,
is...
every time we defeat an eye, it lowers the defense of the core. There's 4 eyes, each of them have a lot of health. I believe it's 3,000, I can't remember right now. And
Yeah, it's 3,000.
yeah. So all the eyes are down, the defense of the core is at 0, and Lunix is just going to use Red Minotaur until time.
It's done!
34 minutes. Whew.
That is such a fast seed. My goodness. You won't see many of those that fast.
No. Yeah, Lunix played that super aggressive. That was very impressive work by him there. Well done. And GG.
GG's. See if Cherub decides to continue on. Yeah, I think he's looking for the cemetery. And may not remember where it's at.
Hmm. Yeah, you'd be correct. Or, yeah, cemetery we've seen up to the boss room, but then with randomized boss rooms, it's hard to tell if we've been in there. I'm assuming that is the last thing we haven't done.
Well, we can at least appreciate some more Clock Tower tunes.
Still without Malphus.
Oh, okay, appreciate it a little less now.
Clock tower music punctuated by Soma slamming at 50 kilometers an hour into spikes on the ceiling.
We call that ceiling appreciation day. In the biz. Oh, very well done. You can just get an infinite loop of hitting the spikes and falling down. Oh, okay, it was Clock Tower boss. Is this his last one, though?
I think he's gonna forfeit here by the looks of it.
Looks like it. He's
Yeah.
typing in the race chat. Yeah, he forfeited. That's alright. It was a pretty close race, honestly. I mean, Cherub was just missing that one boss.
Yeah.
Lunix just wound up in the right places more often.
Yeah, really good routing and everything, yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna take a very short break and get the racers set up for game 2, see what they want to run next out of the presets, and we will be right back.
Small intermission, go to the restroom, get a snack, do what you need to.
Absolutely.